In this video, we are going to solve problems in polynomials. For any of the problem that you seek further clarification, you can ask your questions in the comment section. The polynomial function f of x equals ax squared plus 6x plus b, where a and b are constant, has x minus 2 as a factor. When it is divided by x minus 1, the remainder is 4. Find a, the values of the constant a and b, and then b, the zeros of the function. So now he says that x minus 2 is a factor. So x minus 2 is a factor. It implies that f of 2 is equal to 0. And he also says that if it is divided by x minus 1, the remainder is 4. It means that f of 1 is equal to 4. Anytime you are given the factors of the polynomial, take the individual factors and equate to 0. Whatever value you get, if you put it in the polynomial, it must give you the remainder of the function. So in this case, what I did was I just equated x minus 2 to 0. And that means that x is equal to 2. And then x minus 1 equals 0. And that means that x is equal to 1. So f of 2 is 0. What it means is that if we put 2 in this function, we should equate it to 0. And if we put 1 in the function, we should equate it to 4. So f of x is equal to ax squared plus 6x plus b. So f of 2 is equal to, wherever we see x, put 2. A times 2 squared plus 6 times 2 plus b. And that's equal to 0. So 2 squared is 4. So we have 4a. Then 2 times 6 is 12 plus 12. Then plus b equals 0. So this implies that 4a plus b is equal to minus 12. So this is our equation 1. Then now, if you come here, f of 1 is 4. So let's find f of 1. Wherever you see x, put 1. So a times 1 squared, then plus 6 times 1, then plus b is equal to 4. So 1 squared is 1 times a is a. Then 6 times 1 is 6 plus 6, then plus b is equal to 4. So a plus b is equal to 4 minus 6, which is minus 2. So this is equation 2. So what we need to do is that to find a and b, we need to solve equation 1 and equation 2 simultaneously. Now you can see that here is plus b, here is plus b. So if we subtract equation 1 and equation 2, the b variables will go away. So let me write equation 1 here. It's 4a plus b equals minus 12. So this is equation 1. So let's find equation 1 minus equation 2. That becomes 4a minus a, then plus b minus b equals minus 12 minus minus 2. So 4a minus a is 3a, then b minus b is 0 equals minus 12 minus minus 2 is minus 12 plus 2, which is minus 10. So a is equal to minus 10 over 3. But we've already established that a plus b is equal to minus 2. So this implies that b is equal to minus 2 minus a. So b is equal to minus 2 minus minus 10 over 3, which is the same as minus 2 plus 10 over 3. And that will give us 4 over 3. So a is equal to minus 10 over 3. And then b is equal to 4 over 3. So we can rewrite f of x. So f of x is equal to ax squared. That becomes minus 10 over 3 x squared. Then plus 6x. Then plus b plus 4 over 3. So we are done with the first part, which is to find the values of a and b. Then the last part says we should find the zeros of the function. So what it means is that we should take this function and equate to 0. So that is minus 10 over 3 x squared plus 6x plus 4 over 3 is equal to 0. So if we multiply through by 3, here becomes minus 10x squared. Then 3 times 6 is 18, so plus 18x. Then plus 4 is equal to 0. So minus 10 times 4 is minus 40. So two numbers that if we multiply, you get minus 40. But if you add, you get 18. So you see that 20 times minus 2 is minus 40, and 20 minus 2 is 18. So here becomes minus 10x squared minus 20x plus 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. So let's factorize minus 10x from here. We are left with x plus 2. Then plus, let's factorize 1. We are left with, let's factorize 2. We are left with x plus 2 equals 0. So in one bracket, we have x plus 2. Then in another bracket, we have 2 minus 10x equals 0. So the values of x are x equals minus 2 or x equals 1 over 5. A factor of a polynomial h of x is equal to bx squared minus 4x plus c, where b and c are constant, and that is into bracket 1 minus 2x. When h of x is divided by into bracket 1 plus x, the remainder is 3. Find I, b and c, and then I, the zeros of h of x. So now, you can see that he says that into bracket 1 minus 2x is a factor. So let's equate 1 minus 2x to 0 and find the value of x. So x is equal to 1 over 2. So what it means is that f of 1 over 2 is equal to 0 because into bracket 1 minus 2x is a factor. Then he says that when we divide by 1 plus x, so let's equate 1 plus x to 0 and find x. So you can see that x is equal to minus 1. So it means that f of minus 1 is equal to, the remainder is 3, so it's equal to 3. So we can use this to write two equations of two unknowns and then solve for b and c. So let's find f of 1 over 2. That is equal to, wherever you see x, put in 1 over 2. So b times 1 over 2, 1 over 2 squared. So f of 1 over 2 is equal to b times 1 over 2 squared, then minus 4 times 1 over 2, then plus c, and then that is equal to 0. So 1 over 2 squared is the same as 1 over 4. So this becomes b over 4. Then now 4 divided by 2 is 2, so minus 2. Minus 2, then plus c equals 0. So let's multiply through by 4. So here becomes b, then minus 2 times 4 is minus 8, then plus 4c equals 0. So our first equation is b plus 4c is equal to 8, equation 1. Then now let's find f of minus 1 equals 3. So it becomes b times minus 1 squared, then minus 4 times minus 1 plus c equals 3. So minus 1 squared is 1. 1 times b is b. Then minus 4 times minus 1 is plus 4. Then plus c equals 3. So from here you can see that b plus c is equal to 3 minus 4, which is minus 1. So this is our equation 2. So you see that the equation 1 is b, then plus 4c equals 8. So this is equation 1. So let's subtract equation 2 from equation 1. So b minus b, then plus 4c minus c is equal to 8 minus 1. So 4c minus c is 3c. That is equal to 8 minus 1 is 8 plus 1, which is 9. So if you divide through by 3, you find out that c is equal to 3. So we know that c is equal to 3. And then one of the equations is b plus c is equal to minus 1. So this means that b is equal to minus 1 minus c. So b is equal to minus 1 minus 3. And therefore b is equal to minus 4. So we are done with the first part. B is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to 3. So now let's write h of x. So h of x is equal to minus 4x squared, then minus 4x, then c is 3, so plus 3. Then the second part is we should find the zeros of h of x. So that means take h of x and then equate to 0. So this implies that minus 4x squared minus 4x plus c is equal to, c is 3, so here is plus 3. So let me rewrite this. So minus 4x squared minus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. So you see that minus 4 times 3 is 12. So you see that minus 4 times 3 is minus 12. So two numbers that if you multiply, you get minus 12. But if you add, you get minus 4. So you see that minus 6 times 2 is minus 12. But minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4. So it becomes 4 minus 4x squared minus 6x plus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. So let's factorize minus 2 from here. We are left with minus 2x from here. We are left with 2x, then minus 3. Sorry, plus 3. Then plus, let's factorize 1 here. We are left with 2x plus 3 equals 0. So in one bracket, we have 1 minus 2x. And because that was actually given to us in the question. Then in another bracket, we have 2x plus 3 equals 0. So the values of x are x equals 1 over 2 or x equals minus 3 over 2. When the polynomial f of x equals x squared plus 6x plus k is divided by x minus a, the remainder is the same as when it is divided by x minus 2a. Find I, the values of a, I, the values of k if the remainder is 2. So let's start with the first part. So the polynomial f of x is equal to x squared plus 6x plus k. So the question says that if it is divided by x minus a, it is the same as if it is divided by x minus 2a. So what it means is that f of a is equal to f of 2a. So let's find f of a. F of a is equal to, wherever you see x, put a. So that becomes a squared, then plus 6 times a, then plus k. So this is equal to a squared plus 6a plus k. And let's find f of 2a. So wherever you see x, put in 2a. So it becomes 2a all squared, then plus 6 times 2a, then plus k. So this is equal to 4a squared plus 6 times 2 is 12. So 12a plus k. But the question says they are equal. So f of a equals f of 2a. So what it means is that a squared plus 6a plus k is equal to 4a squared plus 12a plus k. So k and k can cancel out. Now let's bring everything to the right hand side. So it becomes 4a squared minus a squared, then plus 12a minus 6a equals 0. So 4a squared minus a squared is 3a squared. Then 12a minus 6a is 6a. So plus 6a equals 0. So let's factorize 3a. We are left with a plus 2 equals 0. So the values of a are a is equal to 0 or a is equal to minus 2. So now, having gotten this, the question says we should find the values of k if the remainder is 2. So that means that for all the a values that we will put in, f of a must be equal to 2. So what it means is that f of 0 is equal to 2, and then f of minus 2 is also equal to 2. So let's find f of 0. So f of 0 is 0 squared, then plus 6 times 0 plus k. That's equal to 2. So you can see that 0 squared is 0, 6 times 0 is 0. So it implies that k is equal to 2. And then now let's find f of minus 2. That is equal to minus 2 all squared plus 6 times minus 2 plus k. And that's equal to 2. Now minus 2 squared is 4. Then 6 times minus 2 is minus 12 plus k is equal to 2. So 4 minus 12 is minus 8. Now this becomes k equals 2 plus 8, which is equal to 10. So you can see that k is also equal to 10. So the values of k are k equals 0 and k equals 10. when the polynomial f of x equals 2x cubed minus x squared minus mx minus 2 is divided by x minus 1, the remainder is minus 6. I. Determine the value of the constant m, and hence factorize f of x completely. Then II. Find the true set of the equation f of x equals 0. So if it is divided by x minus 1, the remainder is minus 6. So what it means is that f of 1 is equal to 6. So let's evaluate that. Now f of 1 is equal to, wherever you see x, put in 1. So it becomes 2 times 1 cubed minus 1 squared minus m times 1 minus 2, and that is equal to 6. So 1 cubed is 1 times 2 is 2. Then 1 squared is 1 times minus 1 is minus 1. Then minus m times 1 is minus m minus 2 equals 6. So 2 minus 1 is 1. Then 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So it becomes minus 1 minus m equals 6. So m is equal to minus 1, then minus 6, and therefore m is equal to minus 7. Sorry, here is minus 6. So that will change the answer. So here will be plus 6, and minus 1 plus 6 is 5. So having gotten m, we can write the polynomial f of x, and that's equal to 2x cubed, then minus x squared minus 5x, then minus 2. So now the question says we should factorize completely f of x. So let's test some values of x and see which one of them will give us 0. So let's test minus 1. What is f of minus 1? That's equal to 2 times minus 1 cubed, then minus 1 squared, minus 5 times minus 1, minus 2. So minus 1 cubed is minus 1 times 2 is minus 2. The minus 1 squared is 1 times minus 1 is minus 1. Then minus 5 times minus 1 is plus 5, minus 2. Minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. Minus 3 plus 5 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. So you can see that since f of minus 1 is 0, it implies that x plus 1 is a factor of that polynomial. So since x plus 1 is a factor, it means that we can divide the polynomial by x plus 1. The polynomial is x, 2x cubed minus x squared minus 5x minus 2. So 2x cubed divided by x is 2x squared. Now 2x squared times x is 2x cubed. Then 2x squared times 1 is plus 2x squared. So if we subtract, this goes to 0. Minus x squared minus 2x squared is minus 3x squared. Then minus 5x minus 2. Minus 3x squared divided by x is minus 3x. Minus 3x times x is minus 3x squared. Then minus 3x times 1 is minus 3x. So if you subtract, this side goes to 0. Minus 5x minus 3x is minus 5x plus 3x, which is minus 2x minus 2. So minus 2x divided by x is minus 2. Now minus 2 times x is minus 2x, and minus 2 times 1 is minus 2. So if you subtract, here goes to 0. So what it means is that x plus 1 then times this quadratic function, which is 2x squared minus 3x minus 2 is equal to 0. So we want two numbers that if you multiply, you get minus 4. But if you add, you get minus 3. So those numbers are minus 4 and 1. So here becomes x plus 1, then times 2x squared minus 4x plus x minus 2 is equal to 0. So x plus 1, then times, let's factorize 2x from here. We are left with x minus 2. Then let's factorize 1 from here. We are left with x minus 2 equals 0. So we have x plus 1 in one bracket, then times x minus 2 in another bracket, then times 2x plus 1 another bracket, all of that equals 0. So you can see that from here, the values of x are x is equal to minus 1, x is also equal to minus 1 over 2, and then x is equal to 2. So let's write the truth set. So the truth set, x is said that x is equal to minus 1 or minus 1 over 2 or x is equal to 2. So this is the true set. If f of x is equal to 6x cubed plus px squared plus 2x minus 5 and f of minus 1 is equal to 0, where p is a constant, find the value of p. And then the b part is the factors of f of x. So now the question says f of minus 1 is equal to 0. So let's find f of minus 1, and that's equal to, wherever you see x here, put in minus 1. So that's 6 times minus 1 cubed, and plus p times minus 1 squared, plus 2 times minus 1 minus 5. That's equal to 0. So this is equal to minus 1 cubed is minus 1 times 6. Here's minus 6. And minus 1 squared is 1 times p. So it becomes plus p. The minus 1 times 2 is minus 2 minus 5 equals 0. So minus 6 minus 2 is minus 8. Minus 8 minus 5 is minus 13. So we have p minus 13 is equal to 0. And therefore the value of p is equal to 13. So this means that f of x is equal to 6x cubed then plus 13x squared then plus 2x minus 5. Now the second part says we should find the factors of f of x. So now that we know f of x, the question says f of minus 1 is 0. So that means that x plus 1 is a factor of the polynomial. So since we have one factor, that means if we divide the polynomial by x plus 1, we can get the other factors. The polynomial is 6x cubed plus 13x squared and plus 12x. Sorry, plus 2x minus 5. So 6x cubed divided by x is 6x squared. 6x squared times x is 6x cubed. And 6x squared times 1 is plus 6x squared. So if you subtract, here goes to 0. 13x squared minus 6x squared is 7x squared. Then plus 2x minus 5. 7x squared divided by x is plus 7x. Now 7x times 7x, 7x times x is 7x squared. Then 7x times 1 is plus 7x. So if you subtract, this side goes to 0. 2x minus 7x is minus 5x minus 5. Now, minus 5x divided by x is minus 5. Minus 5 times x is minus 5x. Minus 5 times 1 is minus 5. So if you subtract, this goes to 0. So it means that the factors of f of x is now into bracket x plus 1 and also 6x squared plus 7x minus 5. So we can further factorize this quadratic. So you see that 6 times minus 5 is minus 30. So two numbers that when you multiply, you will get minus 30. But when you add, you will get 7. So you see that 10 times minus 3 is minus 30. And 10 minus 3 is 7. So this becomes f of x is equal to bracket x plus 1. Then times 6x squared plus 10x minus 3x minus 5. So f of x is equal to bracket x plus 1. Then now we can factorize 2x from here. We are left with 3x, then plus 5. Then at this place, you can factorize minus 1. So we are left with 3x plus 5. So the factors of f of x are in one bracket x plus 1, then times 2x minus 1, then times 3x plus 5. So these are the factors of f of x. When the polynomial f of x equals x cubed plus ax squared plus bx plus 3, where a and b are constant, is divided by into bracket x plus 2 squared, the remainder is 0. Find the values of a and b. And then the second part says we should find the zeros of f of x. So now you can see that this is a repeated root, which is x plus 2 all squared. So if we expand it, let's use binomial expansion to expand this. A plus b all squared is a squared, then plus 2ab plus b squared. So in this case, a is x and then b is 2. So it becomes x squared plus 2 times 2 is 4, so 4x, then plus 2 squared, which is 4. So now what it means is that f of x is equal to a certain factor, then times this, which is x squared plus 4x plus 4. So now let's let that factor be mx plus n. So what we'll do is that we'll expand this and then compare it with this polynomial. So f of x is equal to mx plus n, then times x squared plus 4x plus 4. So let's expand. So f of x is equal to mx times x squared plus 4x plus 4, then plus n times x squared plus 4x plus 4. So if we expand, mx times x squared becomes mx cubed, then plus mx times 4x becomes 4mx squared, then mx times 4 becomes plus 4mx, then plus n times x squared is nx squared, then n times 4x is plus 4nx, then n times 4 is plus 4n. So let's group like terms. So here's mx cubed. You can see that here's x squared. So it becomes plus 4m, then plus n x squared. Then I just factorize x squared from this term and this term. Then you can see that this term has x, this one also has x. So plus the coefficient there is 4m. Then the coefficient here is 4n. So plus 4n, then times x. Then plus 4n. So now we've been able to find f of x. Let's rewrite f of x, which is mx cubed, then plus into bracket 4m plus n x squared, then plus into bracket 4m plus 4n x plus 4n. Now this was the original f of x we were given in the question, which is f of x equals x cubed plus ax squared, then plus bx, then plus 3. So you can see that the coefficient of x cubed here is 1 and the coefficient of x cubed here is m. So it implies that m is equal to 1. The coefficient of x squared here is 4m plus n. The coefficient of x squared here is a, so it's equal to a. But we know that m is equal to 1, so it becomes 4 times 1 plus n is equal to a. So what it means is that n is equal to a minus 4. So let's represent that with equation 1. Then now the coefficient of x here is 4m plus 4n. The coefficient of x here is b, so plus b. Sorry, is equal to b. But we know that m is 1, so it becomes 4 times 1. Then we also know about n. n is a minus 4, so plus 4 times a minus 4 equals b. So 4 plus 4a, then 4 times 4 is 6 minus 16. So minus 16 is equal to b. So now 4 minus 16 is minus 12. So 4a minus 12 is equal to b. Then now let's come here. You can see that this has not got any x value attached to it. 4n is equal to 3. So this implies that n is equal to 3 over 4. So we've gotten the values of n and then the values of m. So now let's put it back. Let's put the value of n into equation 1. We know that n is equal to a minus 4. Now n is 3 over 4. So 3 over 4 is equal to a minus 4. So a is equal to 3 over 4 plus 4. Now 4 times 4 is 16 plus 3. That is 19. So a is equal to 19 over 4. So a is equal to 19 over 4. And then we know that this equation is 4a minus 12 is equal to b. So we can find the value of b. So 4 times 19 divided by 4 minus 12 is equal to b. So b is equal to, this 4 and this 4 can cancel. 19 minus 12. So b is equal to 7. So we can write the equation of f of x. So f of x is equal to x cubed, then a is 19 over 4. So plus 19 over 4 x squared, then plus b, so plus 7x, then plus 3. The second part says we should find the zeros of f of x. So that means that f of x equals 0. So all we need to do is to take x cubed plus 19 over 4x squared plus 7x plus 3 and equate to 0. So let's multiply through by 4. Here becomes 4x cubed, then plus 19x squared, then plus 4 times 7 is 28, 28x, then plus 4 times 3 is 12 equals 0. So let's factorize this equation. So the equation we are supposed to factorize is 4x cubed plus 19x squared plus 28x plus 12 equals 0. But we know that x plus 2 is a factor. So what we need to do is to take this equation and divide by x plus 2. So we have x plus 2 here, and then 4x cubed plus 19x squared plus 28x plus 12. So now 4x cubed divided by x is 4x squared. 4x squared times x is 4x cubed. Then 4x squared times 2 is 8x squared. So if we subtract, here goes to 0. 19x squared minus 8 is 11x squared, then plus 28x, and plus 12. Now, 11x squared divided by x is plus 11 is 11x. So 11x times x is 11x squared, then plus 11x times 2 is 22x. If we subtract, this side goes to 0. 28x minus 22x is 6x, then plus 12. So 6x divided by x is 6. 6 times x is 6x, then 6 times 2 is 12. So here goes to 0. So what it means is that x plus 2 then times 4x squared plus 11x plus 6 is equal to 0. So now 4 times 6 is 24. So we need two numbers that if you multiply, you get 24. But if you add, you get 11. So you see that 8 times 3 is 24. But 8 plus 11. So you see that 8 times 3 is 24. And 8 plus 3 is 11. So it becomes x plus 2, then times 4x squared plus 8x plus 3x plus 6 equals 0. So we now have x plus 2 in one bracket. Then let's factorize 4x from here. We are left with x plus 2. Then let's factorize 3 from here. We are left with x plus 2 equals 0. So the factors are x plus 2. Then you see there's also another x plus 2 here. Then we also have 4x plus 3 equals 0. So the zeros of f of x is equal to minus 2 twice. And x is also equal to minus 3 over 4.